the 2K Sports pregame show.
Buzz in the air in the sold-out arena here in Indianapolis, Indiana. 2K Sports here to present you the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. It's Game 4, and one that could go down in the books. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Indiana. Snatching out a home win tonight will be absolutely critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight. Make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have to get one on the road, which is going to be tough enough. But if they can get this one, then they've got a shot.
Yeah, they really do. And the task at hand is where their focus has to be. They can't be thinking about down the road, on the road. They've got to take care of business right here, because anything less than 100% focus and intensity, and they'll be done.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Paul George is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Nick Young. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Okafor in at the center position. Ellis with a screen on Young. Ellis goes in. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Pick up by Hill. Clock is at 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe. And George gets to Okafor. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And he makes the first. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pacers have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Gay passes to Bledsoe. Back to Gay. And they double up Gay. Bledsoe against George. Bledsoe dishes to Embiid, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
You're right, Clark. That's exactly what you would want, to establish that presence down low early in the game.
Okafor sets the pick for Patterson. It's tipped. Embiid with the steal. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. And it's good.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. He dishes it to Hill. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They won their last game Monday night.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground. Even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Ellis can't get it to go. The 76ers lead. Dishes it to Schroeder. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Feeds to Ellis. To the inside. Hill. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Hill's got his first points of the game.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Ellis. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Here's George after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Hill, a screen on George. Bledsoe kicks to Hill, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson. The Pacers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Now here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Left side, George. The 17-footer. Cannot hit. Great defense that time from Ellis. Here's Gay. And the pass to Hill. From the high post, he drills it. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Schroeder. Okafor kicks to Young, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to speak with Frank Vogel for a minute. As for the mood of the team coming into this crucial game, he said they're loose, but not so loose that they don't know how important this game is to us. He predicted this would be a statement game for them. Let's see what kind of statement they deliver, gentlemen.
All right, Doris, thanks. Bledsoe outside. Embiid with the screen on Young. Bledsoe passes to Ellis. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Ellis has got 5.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, there's no doubt. Now, here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Young kicks to George. Pocket 2. Pass to Patterson. It's stolen by Hill. And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Gay. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
The 76ers trail by 9. Schroeder passes to George. Passes to Okafor. Ellis against Young. Back to Okafor. And Embiid with the block. Gay kicks to Bledsoe. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he can't hit the second. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Young. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Hill. And so Young nails them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, and you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Hood's checked in for Patrick Patterson. Indiana leading by 8. Ellis outside. Screen by Ellis. Bledsoe against Young. High post shot. No good from Bledsoe.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The dish to Okafor. The kick out to Young. No good on the 3. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The feed to Bledsoe. Outside for Miles. Clock at 6. Indiana moving it around. From deep, Gay. It's rebounded by Schroeder. The 76ers trail by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Bledsoe dishes to Gay. To the middle. That's good for Miles on the assist from Gay. And the Pacers lead by 10.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now here's Okafor. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Joel Embiid. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The 76ers trail by 7. Over to the wing. Stolen by Miles. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now here's Schroeder. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Young with no one around. Good on the triple. Pacers leading by 7. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Gay. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Gay's got his second basket.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Schroeder kicks to George. Nick Young on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now, here is George. It's Okafor. It's out the key. Shoots from the baseline. And Turner with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Gay. Good. The assist goes to Hill. That's now 8 points for Gay.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Okafor. 6 points for him. Good work defensively by Turner.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hill kicks to Miles. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And here are the Pacers now after the Sixers pick up 2. And Okafor with the block. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he gets it to go. George has got it back down to within single digits for Philadelphia.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And the 76ers making a change here. Jones is checked in. And here are the Pacers now. They have a 9-point lead. Hill kicks to Turner. Gay passes to Stuckey. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. They shoot again. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Paul George on top. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Okafor, and Miller's subbed in for Nick Young. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Jones. Outside Boozer. Here's Hood. The rebound by Turner.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Stuckey kicks to Gay. Takes the 13-footer. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
George up top. He's covered by Gay. Jones, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Stuckey with it. Jones covering. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Jones against Stuckey. Deep 2 from Hill. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot. In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The shot will not go. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Pacers. They're up by 10. And we'll be back right after this. And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college career...
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard. And
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro Valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Bledsoe is out there with Hill. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Hill in at the four-man position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Indiana leading by 8. Bledsoe kicks to Embiid. Indiana moving it around. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Hood dishes to Boozer. And Patterson kicks to Boozer. Fades and shoots. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Bledsoe passes to Hill. Embiid sets the pick for Hill. He feeds it to Embiid, and stolen by Patterson. Miller dishes to Jones. Pass to Boozer. The shot no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Bledsoe, here we go. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Miller kicks to Boozer. Fires from 18. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. 6 points for Carlos Boozer.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here coming in transition.
To the paint. Hill, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Jones, the pass to Hood. No good on the 3. Pacers leading by 6. Bledsoe outside. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Patterson, the screen. Boozer dishes to Jones. Back to Boozer, all alone. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Fast break, here comes Indiana. Hill kicks to Bledsoe to the middle. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Timeout called, the 76ers. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for the Pacers. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Okafor's checked in. Paul George comes in for Miller. Young's checked in for Rodney Hood. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jones. Here's Okafor. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Philadelphia, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Both free throws good for Okafor.
Some nice numbers in this one for Okafor. He's got 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Young passes to Schroeder. Screen by Boozer. Hill with some nice D.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Bledsoe against Young. Step back shot. The drive by Ellis. Good. And now it's a 12-point Pacer lead.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now Schroeder. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pick by Okafor. Here's George. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Bledsoe dishes to Ellis. Back to Bledsoe. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists tonight.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Okafor kicks to Young, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Ellis can't get it to go.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And George, here we go. Hill against Boozer. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And it's sent back by George. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Gay comes in for C.J. Miles. Schroeder with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Indiana making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Carlos Boozer. George double-teamed. Shot clock at 3. Here's Okafor. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Schroeder with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Picked by Okafor. Kicks to Schroeder. And stolen by Gay. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Number 1 is Joel Embiid. Carlos Boozer, third.
Well, these two guys are consistent producers. I mean, they've had excellent playoff runs so far. The crowds get louder, and on every shot, it's got to be hard to maintain your concentration, but these guys find a way to do it.
Timeout called the Pacers.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Here's Ellis. He's got 10. Kicks it out to Gay. Shot from 16. That one off the back iron and out.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 6. Ellis outside. From about 19 feet. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Bledsoe. Young passes to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okafor. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Miles Turner. The 76ers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down. They're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
George against Gay. George, no good.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Bledsoe against George. He dishes it to Patterson. Here's Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers leading by 11. Ellis kicks to Bledsoe. Shoots from 14. That one wide left.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Dishes it to Young. Okafor in the post. He's guarded by Ellis. Knocked away. The kick out to Young. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good.